to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. EA Sports College football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense that has the first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school. And you
snags it, and he's open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Coleman open on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Makes a catch. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback keep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He splits the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. The Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injured Cowboy on the play. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Davison. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The run inside. It's Davison. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon, a lot of ground and pound, and a lot of physicality.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dante Moore. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Barnes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Picked off. What a play by this defense. There's a little room there. All the way back. Touchdown, Ducks.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. One final play before the end of the quarter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Here's Moore to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. Here's some pressure. Got him downfield. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. He caught it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Young. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Rush is on him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Barnes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Moore with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Moore. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Laterals it back. Complete to the right. Touchdown Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the... He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Green. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few tips.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He's going to fire deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys.
Makes the catch and he's free. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gits him on the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that.
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Maybe some room here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Hill. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Oregon! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Page. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He'll heave it deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, They're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Pressure coming. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Throwing more. The sure hands, it's Hill. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down, Moore. Got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the option. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful.
Caught. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown has ensued. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to do it on the ground. Big on big, man on man, and the defense Favs wins on 4th down.
Well, it's a moment in a game offensively where you like to think you can just run the football on that down and distance and stay on the field, but David, the defense wasn't having it. They completely bowed up front. Physical, and they dominated in that play. Absolutely nowhere for that guy to go, and this offense is going to walk out of here with the L.
And maybe you thought you could catch him off guard by running the football. You got to have it. You got to get this first down to extend the drive, to stay in the game. But the defense was not fooled. They were absolutely ready.
Grabs it inside the 15. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Moore to the air. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they got the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.